They're all in. And they're off. And Ormito was rather slow to gather stride. A 1 mile journey in front of this field of 2-year-olds is the Irish Stallion Farms EBF Maiden, and the short price favourite Atlantic Sun goes straight into the lead, followed by the maroon-jacketed Knight Commander. Ormito is to the inside of Key Location and runs in the green and pink striped colours. They're edging towards the end of the back straight, quarter of a mile completed, and it's Pat Dobbs on board Atlantic Sun, who makes it at a pretty steady pace, leads by about a length to Knight Commander, a gap then of about 2 lengths to Ormito, and Key Location, the outsider of the party, runs in 4th and last place as the 4 runners now make the run to the turn in. Less than 5 furlongs to go. It's Atlantic Sun in pole position, followed by Knight Commander, partnered by Liam Canary in second spot. A length and a half away the other two, Ormito for David Probert and Andrew Balding. They're bidding for a quick double on the card, and Key Location to the outside, just being shaken up by Willie Twist and Davis. They're coming on down the straight, 3.5 furlongs from the finish, and it is Atlantic Sun with a lead of a length over Knight Commander in the centre. Over on the extreme right in the blue and white jacket, Ormito being shaken up. Key Location is driven along but still just about in touch. 2 furlongs left to go. He hasn't moved yet on Atlantic Sun in the centre. Knight Commander being asked to pick up to the near side. Ormito attempting to travel on the far side and challenge. The run down towards the last furlong, and it is Atlantic Sun who's pulling out a little bit more now. Atlantic Sun goes about 2.5 lengths clear. Ormito in second. Knight Commander a 1 pace looking third as they go to the finish. This is 1 for the favourite. It's 1 for Hannon and Dobbs. Atlantic Sun the winner. Ormito back in.
Looking horse, and to be fair, I think there's bags of improvement in him from probably 2 to 3.
Okay, not sure we're going to be able to stick with him long enough at this point to see the rug off, but maybe we'll be able to see it a little bit later on. But that is number 2, Atlantic Sun, the second of the 2 Richard Hannon runners.
And the runners now making their way to the 7 furlong starting point for this.
Yes, but in his own way.
Paul was referring to.
And they're off for our 5th and feature on the Rowley Mile today. The AR Legal Collections Houghton Condition Stakes over 7 furlongs. Hayada the grey towards the near side together with Atlantic Sun are the first 2 as they now leave this near side rail, and Frankie Dettori is taking them down the centre of the course on Hayada, out in front by a length and a half. Atlantic Sun races in second, 2 lengths away. Risk Adjusted is in third, and the 2 unbeaten runners in the field, Storm Rising and Knife Edge, are at the back of the field of 5. Continue their journey, a half mile ahead of them now. Hayada out in front. The lead is 3/4 of a length over Atlantic Sun, who now begins to make his presence felt once again over on the far side, and now there's little between the leading duo. Still a length away, Risk Adjusted. Now being pushed along is Storm Rising. He's the first one to really come under pressure, and towards the near side, Knife Edge now begins to make his move. They're racing down inside the final quarter mile. Storm Rising, the one who's in real trouble over on the far side. Hayada with the white blaze still just has the lead. Atlantic Sun over on the far side, and these two who've always been the first 2 seem to have this between them now. Back in third, Risk Adjusted. Knife Edge did not go on. It's Hayada and Frankie Dettori who's out in front by just over a length and racing up towards the line. It is Hayada. Hayada wins for Frankie Dettori. In second was Atlantic Sun, and the first 2. And they're off. They race over a mile, and taken back early is Mohab. As they go through the early stages down the centre of the course, Lumiere is flashing her usual early speed, but she doesn't go on. And it's down the centre of the course that it is Estidrak who has taken the lead. The one who is running lonesome over on the far side is Cymric, and Cymric is certainly very prominent as they enter the final 3/4 of a mile. So Cymric over on the far side disputing it with leading the main group, Sea of Flames, and Sea of Flames is now being followed by Estidrak, and then the grey Lumiere, who's racing more towards the centre of the course. After Lumiere is Atlantic Sun, and after Atlantic Sun is Manabu, then Kentucky Connection, General MacArthur, still Mohab is the back marker, and last one is Final Frontier. They race now with 3.5 furlongs to go. Lumiere towards the near side now may just have the overall lead. Being tracked by Manabu, the light blue of Atlantic Sun there. Estidrak is already being ridden along, so too now is Sea of Flames over on the far side. Cymric is up against the far side rail. They race on now inside the final 1/4 mile. Lumiere now just has her grey head in front, tackled by Atlantic Sun. Cymric is right there over on the far side. Manabu is next, and then staying on Kentucky Connection. They meet the rising ground, a furlong to go, and it is Lumiere, and Lumiere now is sprinting clear. She's back, she's trained on, and she's got every yard of this mile. Lumiere, emphatic. Lumiere wins. Where were the rest? Cymric.
And they're off. For the 13th running of the Sky Bet Midsummer Stakes, and Johnny Barnes broke slowly. Taken back at the break was Chill the Kite. And it will be the filly Clotilda who goes on, but she's now pressed the lead by Atlantic Sun, and out a little bit wider is Merry Me as they go through the first 1/4 mile, and Tom Queally has the lead on Atlantic Sun. As they go into the turn, Merry Me racing in second, Clotilda now in third. Gabriel against the inside rail in a share of fourth, with Ocean Tempest around that one's outside. Johnny Barnes, having missed the kick, is now revved up, and he's pulling towards the rear of the field, with Captain Cat around his outside, and Chill the Kite sits chilly at the back of the field of 8 in the 13th running of the Midsummer Stakes, and the leader at halfway is Atlantic Sun. Merry Me riding shotgun on the outside in second, against the rail Clotilda in third. The grey Ocean Tempest now poking up towards their outside. Gabriel leads the second half of the field, followed by Johnny Barnes, Chill the Kite, and Captain Cat, as is wont, is held up for a late rush as now they tack across over the intersection to the far side of the track into the home straight, and it is now the filly Clotilda who lays it down to Merry Me, and Atlantic Sun towards the near side. Ocean Tempest is driven, so too is Johnny Barnes on the heels of Gabriel. Over on the far side, Captain Cat tries to come on. Chill the Kite didn't get a great deal of room with 1.5 furlongs to go. It is Clotilda taken on by Gabriel. Between horses now, Atlantic Sun. Chill the Kite tries to come on. Captain Cat now has a seam against the inside rail. 1/2 furlong to go in the Midsummer Stakes, and Gabriel has the lead. Clotilda was snatched up. Captain Cat tries to get the seam on the inside rail. It will be Gabriel who takes the Midsummer Stakes. Captain Cat in second, Clotilda, Chill the Kite.
9-4, 7-2 Royal Artillery, a bit of money for that. 6-1 Atlantic Sun. From what
And they're off, racing over a mile for the Heron Stakes, and Zonderland out fast to lead them early. Cheveley Park stud colours with Adam Kirby on board. Cymric is quickly moving alongside though, and Cymric just goes on to Zonderland with Atlantic Sun in third. In fourth position then is Forge, and just a little way detached is Royal Artillery, would be 2.5 to 3 lengths behind the fourth runner at this stage. So Cymric on the left, on the right the Guinea's sixth Zonderland, with the light blue of Midland Park Racing Atlantic Sun and Sean Levy on the rail. The horse taking quite a tug, with Forge next, with Sir Michael Stout having such a good record in this race, and then a couple of lengths to Royal Artillery and treble seeking Ryan Moore, as they're at around halfway now, and in front it is Cymric leading the way by a length to Zonderland, with Atlantic Sun in third. Forge is fourth, and then still 2 lengths to Royal Artillery as the field of 5, all colts, straighten up for home and approach their last 3 furlongs. Cymric, a winner here twice in the past, leading the way to Zonderland. The race yet to really develop. Ryan Moore is pushing away at Royal Artillery in last place. Forge getting there quite easily. The pink cap towards the right, also shaken along is Atlantic Atlantic Sun. It's Kimrick that leads inside the 2. Zonderland, though, almost alongside. The whip is drawn on Forge. He needs to pick up now. Then Atlantic Sun. Kimrick trying to cling on to Zonderland. Zonderland now just in front. Zonderland with Forge trying to challenge Atlantic Sun. Royal Artillery most disappointing, and it's Zonderland that leads here on the run to home. Half a furlong left to go. Zonderland and Adam Kirby. Zonderland is going to win the Heron Stakes. Atlantic Sun up for second. Forge third. In the end, Royal Artillery